Hello and welcome to Sacred Akashic Healing Arts channel. My name's Corinne, I'm one of your hosts, and we're joined by the amazing Valentina Matthews, my co-host. Welcome,
Hey
Valentina.
everyone. Hi, thank you. Nice to see you again, Corinne.
You. And we've got such an exciting segment today. So this is our very first Akashic Detective segment, which we're really excited to bring. So the Akashic Detective segment is we're going to be really exploring questions, topics that affect us all collectively, where we just want to really plug into the organic Akashic records, the earth records, the galactic records, the soul records, so we can really cut through the illusions of some of the information that's out there in the collective. So hopefully bringing clarity and insight and activation so that we can, yeah, tune into those organic
Yeah.
codes. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. This. Let's let's get started.
let's
See
get
what we can assist people with.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, what I wanted to talk about today, Valentina, so we're already in the Akash. So, what I wanted to talk about today was what's been affecting a lot of us. This topic's really come forward from one of our mutual friends. And it's really about the energies because we've really been in this energetic roller coaster, and it seems like for quite a long time. And I'd say probably since about November last year, it's kind of been ramping up. So lots of us are feeling just these waves of just absolute exhaustion. So we can be sleeping for like 11, 12 hours, needing to nap, just feeling exhausted. And then we're going into cycles of not being able to sleep. And I think, as a collective, is this something that's going to continue during 2025? It feels like we're upgrading our bodies. What's happening? If they can Akash can bring through some insight on what's really going on for the collective right now, and what we can do to help ourselves in these energies.
Let's see. Okay, so big breath in, letting go, listening to, feeling the pulse of our hearts, asking our masters, teachers, and loved ones, our other helpers, my Akashic family, the Royal Akashic lineage. Okay, this is so interesting already. Just, I don't even need to repeat it. They heard the question and they're going to it straight to the stars, straight to the galactic Akash. And this is about seeding. This is the star seeding and the planet. Saying thank you so, so much. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. Galactic, galactic. What's coming through, please? They're saying essentially to answer the question directly, it's about um, correctly lining up with um, the star lineages that each of us come from. Um, and I'm asking if there can be more information about that, why the fatigue, and how do we do that in the collective? How does the collective do that? Um, find the right people, find your tribe. Mm. And how about individually with people feeling fatigue? Okay. Wow. Wow. I love it when people ask questions because it's not something I'd think to ask because I have my ways of dealing with fatigue and clearing energy. So I don't go in and ask. This is so cool. Uh, um, so essentially, what those of us who are adults already are doing is working really like a lot to, even my voice is going, a lot to clear the heavy coded energies on the planet so that the next generation in our star lineages can feel more comfortable here. And we're literally assessing and clearing in our bodies. So um, it's not as simple as us upgrading ourselves. We're assessing um, how coding on Earth is operating for our particular star lineage. And star lineage means, have you come through the Pleiades? Have you come through the different lineages like that, the different areas of the galaxy? Um, and so we're literally clearing it in our bodies at the moment. And that's where the fatigue is coming from. It's like growing. It takes that much energy. Like kids get growing pains, kids need to sleep a lot, babies need to sleep a lot,
Yeah.
but it takes that much energy where we've decided, a lot of us collectively, for our star families to use our bodies to decode and clear, to prepare for the younger generations and the next generations coming through. And so funny, we were even talking about that this morning, you and I, Corinne, or
Yeah.
this evening for you, about um, holding sacred circles with some of the elders from our Saha community for people. And wouldn't it be great when the next generation is here and able to articulate what they're here for? And here we are with this question a few hours later about how physically in our bodies we've been taking that heaviness, and it's like concrete, really, um, and clearing and assessing. It's like it's using our body's function, what we would say in the 3D world is like can function like a computer. So we've been using the body's computer intelligence function as an operating motherboard to assess and clear all the coding for our specific star families coming through next. And that's why we're so tired. So I'm just asking this part of the Akash. Well, I'm saying most people would assume that it's stuff going on out there that we're coping with, and um, and the Akash is saying, well, not at your level, not at the level of the guy who asked the question, not at the level of the people that have been healers for years and years and years, and are finding that like suddenly like really really exhausted or got weird, like you said, that pulsing, sleep a little bit, awake, sleep a little bit, awake, or sleep a lot, or not sleep at all. It's it's really that we have given our bodies, not over, like not given away our sovereignty, but have decided to use them for clearing for our star lineages coming through. And it's big. It's like a massive project. Um, yeah.
I was just going to add, when, because it was just coming in while we are asking that, and I'd shared this with our friend as well, that I'd got a download in one of my lucid dreams, as I was feeling this fatigue as well, and they were showing my cells like birthing, and they were just saying like, so we're saying it's like a long
Yeah.
project, and the message that I was getting, there's, yes, it's going to take a while. It's like giving birth. It's not something that's going to be over with in a few weeks, and I think we're used to that. So I think for a lot of people it's been like who we are connecting to, our soul tribe, are like, wow, this is really going on. So is this something that's going to continue during 2025 for us, like giving birth?
Is this going to continue for 2025? Yes. Uh, um, they said there's people doing different things. There's other people doing clearing and um, fighting, like out there. This is a lot of people are doing this internal clearing though too. So there's people doing different things to prepare to welcome our souls and people from specific star lineages onto the new Earth timeline.
Yeah.
So there's not uh, it's not a case of it. How long does it last? It's a case of it's go time. We
Yeah.
knew this would come.
Yeah.
And we didn't know exactly what, but we knew we'd have to respond in some way when the New Earth timeline started opening up. And I know some people say that it's not open yet, but we know in the Saha community that we're already, some of us have been the first people already on there. And it's a huge responsibility creating the architecture for people to come into. And wonderful too, feels amazing. And this is one of the big things that we're doing. And I'm just asking now, why don't people know? Why is this like just now I'm finding out? And I haven't heard anyone else talk of this. Guides are saying, oh, you didn't know?
You knew.
They're saying it's the same. It's the same. So the same thing we say to you often, you didn't ask. You didn't
Yeah.
ask the correct question in the Akash. That's one of the things about the Akash, to anyone out there listening, is to ask, keep asking, ask in a different way. You've got to, that words have vibration, and it works on the vibrational resonance of the words, even if you're not saying them out loud in the Akash. I mean, when we birthed out of source, we birthed into light and sound. So it works on light and sound in the Akash as well. So it works on the vibrational resonance of what we ask, even if we don't say it out loud. And it, of course, reads our light bodies to see what the answer is. And the records are all coded in light and sound as well. But they appear to us in whatever way suits us, whether it's like reading a book or a guide talking. Yeah. So, oh, wow. That was a really good one. Thank you to whoever asked that.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
Chad that brought that forward actually.
Mm.
And I just think, yeah, I think it's great because when you can hold that information, it helps a little bit when you're going through those moments. And I think it's also, I mean, see what the Akash says, but it's also, we've got to really honor our bodies when we're feeling these energies, right? And it's also almost a reprogramming for us to slow down and honor these
Yes.
cycles more.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you say about that in this galactic area of the Akash? They're saying you're not. We thought you would be. You know,
Yeah, well, honoring
from
the
that perspective
cycle.
out there in the, because we've got our solar cache,
Yeah,
and then around that is our earth cache, which holds all our souls, and then
right.
around that's the galactic, and it goes on, but we deal with these three here at the moment. um, from out there in the perspective of the galactic cache, it's very much a case of like that they assume we're as intelligent as they know we are.
Right. And then this surprise, like,
And we're down here going, don't assume we're that much, we're not that smart all the time. We
I think
sorry.
it's so like multi-dimensional. So yeah, so we agreed to do it and for amazing reasons, and it's an honor to do it as well. That's why we agreed to do it. But it helps to us to come back into cycles, and I think as well it helps us to shed that
Yeah,
which doesn't serve us because we've got to really own our energy and really think about
yeah,
where do we put our time, our energy, our focus, and that allows
yeah.
us to start really
Where our boundaries are. Yeah,
boundaries because we really need to conserve as much energy as possible for this work that we're doing. So I think it has so many
yeah,
benefits for us, even though it's hard when we're going through those exhaustion points. But we just have to relax
yeah.
more.
Just have to relax more and trust the unfolding. Part of the difficulty of being exhausted is like, am I supposed to be doing something?
Yeah,
And trusting that the exhaustion passes, it comes in cycles,
yeah.
and then you'll be active and then you'll be tired again. So it's okay.
Exactly.
Mm.
So I wonder if just is there anything that the
Stargazing.
stargazing? Okay, I'm gonna. There we
I
go.
was just thinking that too. I think we're psychically connected as well in the Akash today, Corinne. Stargazing is what could help you, if you're able to, in your area, to connect with like the elders. You have heard me talk about the elders in Colombia and the Sierra Nevada mountains in other videos. So when I was there in 2024, in December, November, December, they talked about just going out at night time and just stargazing, not being all human and like, that's my, that's me there. That's this, is that where I come from? Is that my, relative? They're
Yeah.
like, just look, just connect, just relax and connect, and the connection and the knowledge, about your galactic heritage will come to you. You don't have to be all needy about it.
Yeah.
Just relax and stargaze um and of course, if you want to really put that, but gently, a beautiful affirmation about assisting your galactic lineage and being happy to be of service and asking for, it to be as easeful and graceful as possible for you.
Yeah.
Mm,
And I'll link those videos that we did about your trip to
okay.
at the end of
Yes.
and plug into.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank
Yeah,
you.
uh,
Yeah. There's more. We have to do another. There's so much more.
there
That'll
is.
be
Yeah.
another interview. Yeah.
So that was
Mm,
so that's amazing bringing that information through. It definitely helps to hold that and know when you're going through those tough moments of fatigue.
yeah.
You know,
So interesting. Thank you, Chad. Like I never would have understood that, even though my galactic Akashic self is thinking, yeah, you do.
yeah,
It's nice to have it spelt out for humans. So,
yeah, you got to spell it out for us. Amazing. Thank you so much, Valentina. Thank you, Masters Teacher
okay.
Ones and Guides.
Thank you, Galactic Akash.
Yes. Um,
Mm,
Okay, so that was our first Akashic Detective segment. If you've got a topic that is, for the collective, we're looking at really bringing light to collective challenges, issues, anything that's going to help the collective really heal, ascend,
yeah.
expand consciousness, and move into, higher truths. And then please do
Okay.
leave a comment in the description below, and we'll see you
Yes.
on the next Akashic Detective.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next Akashic Detective. Uh,
Thank you.
what do we call them? Session?
Yeah, segment.
Show?
Yeah,
Segment. See you on the
segment.
next Akashic Detective segment. Yeah.
Segment. Yeah.
Ah,
Thank you.
that was lovely. Thank you. Mm.